My train arrived at the central station at 10 o'clock. The city was big, and I had a very heavy suitcase. I wanted to see the museum and the old castle. Carrying a big bag for 5 hours was a bad idea. I looked for a sign with a picture of a suitcase. I found a small room with the text, "Luggage Storage." A girl with purple hair stood behind a long metal counter. Her name was Sarah, and she looked very professional. "Hello. I need to leave my bags here," I said. Sarah smiled and asked, "For how long, sir?" I checked my plan and said, "Until 6 in the evening." She looked at my blue suitcase and my green backpack. The room was full of bags from people all over the world. I put my heavy suitcase on the scale near the desk. It was 20 kilograms, which is a lot for a tourist. Sarah lifted the bag with a small machine to a high shelf. I was happy because my back felt much better. The station was noisy, but this room was very quiet. I wiped my face with a tissue because I was hot. Sarah asked me for my passport or my ID card. I found my passport in the small pocket of my jacket. She wrote my name and my phone number on a list. I felt safe leaving my things in this secure place. The floor was clean and the lights were very bright. Sarah told me about the prices for large and small items. I decided to leave both of my bags there. The suitcase was big, but the backpack was small. My journey was starting, and I was finally free. Sarah was very fast and did her work with a smile. I was ready for the next step of the process. Sarah showed me a small digital screen on the counter. "It is $5 for each bag," she explained. I calculated the total price for my 2 items. $10 was a good price for a comfortable day. I opened my wallet to find some cash or a card. I only had a $20 bill in my pocket. Sarah took the money and gave me $10 back. She also gave me a small piece of white paper. "This is your ticket. Please do not lose it," she said. I looked at the ticket. It had a number and a code. I put the ticket in my wallet with my credit cards. Sarah told me that the storage closes at 9 o'clock. I promised to come back before the doors were locked. If I am late, I must pay for another full day. I looked at my watch to remember the current time. The sun was shining through the windows of the station. I felt excited about walking in the beautiful city. Sarah asked, "Do you have any food in your bags?" I remembered a small apple and a sandwich in my pack. She said, "Food is not allowed for a long time here." I took the apple out and decided to eat it later. The sandwich was in a plastic box, so it was okay. Sarah was very careful about the rules of the storage. I liked her style because she was honest and direct. The computer made a sound, and a new label printed out. She put the label on the handle of my blue suitcase. Everything was organized by colors and numbers on the shelves. I thanked Sarah for explaining the costs so clearly. My hands were empty, and I felt very light. The adventure in the city was waiting for me. Before I could go, Sarah had to check my bags. She used a small electronic device to scan the suitcase. "We must check
Leave
for
a comment
dangerous
under this
things,"
video
she
and
said
one of you will
seriously.
get 40 English
I
lessons
understood
for
because
free.
safety is important for everyone. The device made a green light, which was very good. Sarah then looked at my green backpack with a smile. She asked if I had any laptops or expensive cameras. I told her that my camera was with me in my hand. "Good, it is better to keep your camera with you," she said. She checked the zippers of the backpack to see if they were closed. I felt like I was at the airport during a flight check. The shelves in the back were very tall and strong. I saw a red guitar and a bicycle in the corner of the room. People leave many strange things in the luggage storage. Sarah moved my backpack to a shelf with a number 10. She looked at a camera on the ceiling of the room. "We have 24-hour security here," she told me. That made me feel even more relaxed about my things. I saw a sign that said "Insurance Included" on the wall. This meant my bags were protected if something happened. Sarah checked her computer to finish the digital record. She was very professional and worked very efficiently. I asked her for a map of the local city center. She gave me a colorful map with the best museums. The castle is only 15 minutes away by foot, she said. I looked at the map and saw many interesting places. The station was very busy with people running everywhere. But in this room, Sarah was the master of order. I was ready to walk out of the station doors. My bags were in good hands for the whole day. I walked to the door, but then I stopped suddenly. I touched my pockets and felt a cold fear in my heart. Where was the small ticket that Sarah gave me? I looked in my jeans, but the pockets were empty. I opened my wallet, but I did not see the white paper. I walked back to the counter with a worried face. Sarah saw me and asked, "Is everything okay, Tom?" I said, "I think I lost my storage ticket already." She stayed very calm and did not look angry at all. "Check your jacket pocket slowly," she suggested. I looked in the left pocket and found an old bus ticket. I looked in the right pocket and found my room key. Then I remembered the small pocket on my shirt. I put my hand inside and felt a small piece of paper. I pulled it out and saw the number and the code. "Here it is." "I am so sorry," I said with a laugh. Sarah laughed too and said, "It happens every day. Don't worry." She told me to take a photo of the ticket with my phone. "If you lose the paper, the photo can help us," she said. That was a very smart idea for a forgetful traveler. I took a clear photo and saved it in my favorites. Now I had 2 ways to get my heavy bags back. I felt silly, but Sarah made me feel much better. She was very kind and understood my stress. I thanked her again for her patience and her help. The station clock showed 10:30 in the morning. I still had plenty of time to see the beautiful castle. This time, I put the ticket in a very safe place. I was finally ready to start my city tour. The day in the city was absolutely fantastic and fun. I saw the castle, the museum, and a beautiful park. My feet were tired, and the sun was going down. At 5:30, I walked back to the railway station. I saw the luggage storage sign and felt happy. I entered the room and saw Sarah at the counter. She was busy with a family from Italy at that moment. I waited in a short line and looked at the suitcases. There were even more bags now than in the morning. When it was my turn, I smiled and said, "Hello again." Sarah remembered me and asked, "Did you like the castle?" I told her that the view from the top was amazing. I took my wallet out and found the white storage ticket. I gave it to her, and she scanned it with her device. The computer screen showed my name and my 2 bags. 1 blue suitcase and 1 green backpack, Sarah confirmed. She went to the back of the room to find my things. I heard the sound of wheels on the clean floor. She returned with my heavy suitcase and my bag. I checked the labels. The numbers were exactly the same. "Everything is here, safe and dry," she said proudly. I felt a big relief because I needed my things for the hotel. I looked at the zippers and they were all still closed. Sarah asked me to sign a small digital tablet to finish. I wrote my name with a plastic pen on the screen. The transaction was complete and I had my bags back. I put my backpack on my shoulders and took the handle. The suitcase felt even heavier after a long day of walking. Sarah wished me a safe trip to my next destination. I was very glad that I chose this storage service. I stood near the exit with my bags and my map. The station was glowing with orange evening lights. Sarah was already helping a new person with a big trunk. I realized that her job was very important for travelers. Without people like her, my day would be very difficult. I felt grateful for her kindness and her great energy. I took my phone out to write a good review online. "Best service at the station. Sarah is great," I wrote. I saw a small coffee shop near the luggage room. I decided to buy a hot chocolate for my train ride. The city was busy, but I felt very peaceful and calm. My blue suitcase followed me like a loyal friend. I looked back at the storage room one last time. Sarah was waving at a little girl with a pink bag. I waved my hand too, but she did not see me. The experience was logical, fast, and very professional. I learned that organization is the key to a good trip. My next train was at 6:15 on platform 4. I had 10 minutes to find my seat and relax. I checked my wallet and saw the old storage ticket. I decided to keep it as a souvenir of my big day. Every small piece of paper tells a story of a journey. I walked to the platform and found a right train. The doors opened, and I lifted my bag inside. I sat down and looked at the photos of the castle. I felt happy that my bags were safe all day long. Sarah and her purple hair were a nice part of my memory. The train started to move, and the station disappeared. I was ready for a new city and a new adventure. But for now, I just wanted to sleep and dream.